guys, and welcome back to my channel. If we haven't met before, my name is Shiv. Hello, if you're coming back then welcome. So in today's video I'm filming this super casual makeup look, rainbow glam vibes, which I use the Morphe 25L palette to create this look, which is absolutely beautiful. Look at those colours, it's so pretty. I do really like the way this look turned out. I had a little bit of trouble with the green, which you'll see later in the video, but yeah, without further ado, let's just carry on with the tutorial. Before you carry on watching, please give the video a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Let's just carry on with the tutorial. Bye. Hello guys! So I'm going to be filming a fun rainbow glam tutorial using this Morphe palette, which is the 25L artistry palette, which looks like this. I'm gonna open it for you. Oh my god, look how pretty it is. Look how pretty it is. But I am going to start by doing my brows before we move on to the fun stuff. So I wanted to use some different products that I don't usually use, so I went through my drawers and kind of like picked at random to create this look. Obviously I haven't done it yet, but you'll know what I mean. But I'm going to take the Technic Ultimate Brow Kit Eyebrow Kit. This is in the shade, I don't know if this has a shade, but I'm going to take the eyebrow kit. It comes with 4 different little products. There's a wax and then 3 brow powders. I'm just going to use the medium brow powder to do my brows. So I'm just going to start by brushing up my brow hairs. And then I'm just going to take an angled brush. This one is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's their synthetic brow brush. I'm just going to go into the medium brow powder, tap off the excess, and then I'm just going to start by filling in the brow just how I would when I use a pomade. So just in little strokes through my brows, and then concentrating on the sparser areas of my brow. I couldn't think of the word then. I'll go through this quite quickly because I really don't think brows is that interesting to watch. Then I'm just going to take the darkest shade in the eyebrow palette and use that to kind of fill in this arch section towards the tail of my brow because that's really sparse. So I need something a little bit darker just to cover that up. There we go. Just going to do the other brow now. Then to prime the lids and carve out the brows, I'm going to take my Too Faced Born This Way Super Coverage Concealer in the shade Almond. I'm literally just going to take the concealer, dot it on my eyelids. I get a lot of blue in that inner corner, so I'm just going to use the concealer. Then I'm going to take a skinny angled brush just like this, a lip brush will do, and I'm just going to use that to blend out the concealer on my lids and also carve out the brows. Just loading up the brush and then just carving out those brows. So I'm basically just doing a line underneath them to make it look nice and neat. I'm also going to do the outer bit of the tail, just where the powder's kind of spread, so it looks really neat. And then just spread the product across the lid evenly. Next up, I'm going to take my beauty blender. I haven't actually wet this yet. I'm just going to use the sponge to smooth out the concealer, and this will help to pick up any excess product so we don't risk creasing the eyeshadow later on. Now, I've been umming and ahhing for a while about if I want to use tape or not. I don't know if I want it to be kind of like blown out or I want it to be sharp, but I've decided I'm going to pop tape on just because it's such a colourful look. I feel like they always look better with a sharper outer edge. So I'm going to go in with the tape method. So I'm just going to peel off a little bit of tape and pop this on the outer corner of the eye, starting from the lower lash line right up to the tail of the brow. And then that way when you peel it off, you reveal a nice sharp edge. So let's get started. This look is going to take me ages, but hopefully it will be worth it. I have no idea how this is going to go, by the way. I'm going to peel off some tape. Oh my god, I've just realised this Morphe palette is amazing because the shade names are on the palette. Love that. Yes, Morphe. Now I don't have to look at the plastic sheet to know the shades. So the first shade that I am going to take is this one right here, which is called Culture, which is the red in the palette, and I'm going to pop this on the inner corner, and I'm basically going to do a rainbow all across the eye. Hopefully this goes well. Okay, so I'm going to start with the shade Culture, and I'm going to pop this on the inner corner of the eye. I basically have emptied my entire like eyeshadow brush collection, just dumped it on my desk. I've got a mixture of blending brushes, packer brushes. I'm just going to go with it and see what happens. To pop on the red, I'm going to take this brush from Spectrum's Collections. It's just like a fluffy angled brush. So yeah, I'm just basically taking any brush that I can find and hope that works, because I don't have an endless supply of brushes and some of them are dirty from filming yesterday and I don't have time to clean them. I'm scared. Why am I scared? I love colour. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to pack that right in the inner section of the crease. Just wiggling my brush back and forth. And taking it kind of like right past that inner corner. I'm just going to keep packing it on until it's basically like a block of colour. This is a really good red eyeshadow, by the way. I knew this palette would be amazing, which is why I'm kind of not really doing a review on it. It's more just of a tutorial because I love Morphe. Oh, this is actually called Life. I read it wrong. I read it upside down. Is this called Life? And red is definitely my favourite colour. It's powerful, it's sexy, love it. There's not really like a true orange in the palette, there's more like a peachy orange, but I am going to take it nonetheless. It's this one right here. It kind of looks orange on the viewfinder, but it's more peachy in real life. But it's called Pride, and I'm going to take that one right here and pop it next to the red. We're doing a rainbow if you couldn't tell. And I'm going to take this old Urban Decay brush from the Naked Cherry palette. Okay, here we go. Just gonna pack that on top. I'm trying my best not to go side to side too much. I kind of want it to be really intense. I'm just packing that on there. Okay, I think I've taken that too far across, but it's fine. Hopefully it'll work. The next shade that I'm going to take is, you guessed it, I'm going to take the bright matte yellow in the palette, which is called Sunlight, which is right here. And I'm going to pop that next to the orange. And the brush that I'm using is one of the brushes that comes with the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palettes. This one's gone a little bit funny, but I feel like we can fix it. So next up for the rainbow is the green, and I'm going to take this one right here, which is called Nature. I kind of had planned to do a rainbow all across the eye, but I've gone too big with the colours, so I'm going to do the rest of the rainbow like around my eye. We're just going to go with it and see what happens, but I'm going to take this shade right here, which is called Nature, and then pack this on the outer kind of section of that situation. And the brush that I'm using for this is the Primark 230 blending brush. Oh, this green is lovely. It's gone a bit weird. I don't know if you can see that, but it's gone darker right here. I think that's probably where the concealer was kind of still wet, but I'm just trying to pack on more green to even it out a bit. But I think I'm going to do a wing liner, so it will cover it up hopefully. Okay, so now the kind of rainbow is down, I'm going to start blending. So I'm just going to gradually work my way over, more like patting motions, very carefully, because I don't want it to go muddy. With no extra product on the brush, but I'm not wiping off the brushes, if that makes any sense. I'm basically just going to go over the top of the individual colours with the same brush that I used, just to kind of buff it out a little bit. I don't mind it being like kind of like a block line, but I want it to be a little bit diffused right at the edge. Okay, so I'm going to do like a white cut crease, I've decided, but I definitely know that all of the pigment is going to transfer when I try to cut the crease, so I'm going to take some cotton buds and wet them and just use them to kind of wipe away the shadow on the lid, so it's easier to create that nice crisp white bright cut crease. Then to cut the crease, I'm going to take the Revolution Conceal and Correct Colour Correcting Concealer in the shade White and use this to cut my crease and then pack it all over the lid. I'm just going to apply it to an angled brush. Then begin to pop that over the lid. I'm going to take it right to the outer corner as well. And then I'm just going to take some more product where needed. So glad I cleaned off the lid. This is so much easier to do. Okay, so for all of the lid, I'm just going to set it with white, and I'm going to take this shade right here at the top of the palette, which is called Milk, which is a perfect matte white for this look. And I'm going to take that on a BH Cosmetics number 7 brush. I'm just going to pack this all across that white concealer. Next, I'm going to apply my winged liner, and I'm going to take my Sigma liquid pen eyeliner. This is in the shade Wicked, and I'm just going to draw a wing from where the, probably just above where the white touches the tape here, in that point. Bring it all the way in and do a nice sharp wing. I need a liquid, this isn't working. Okay, scratch that, it wasn't working. There's too much white powder down, so it wasn't adhering. So I'm gonna go in with a liquid liner. This is the Collection Fast Stroke Eyeliner. I haven't used a liquid liner in a very long time. Fingers crossed, folks. This wing liner has never been more nerve-wracking in my life. It's literally black against white. It couldn't be any more obvious if I make a mistake. Oh my god. This is not working, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just gonna do my liner on camera and then fix up afterwards with the pen because it's going rude. Oh no. Just got black right here. Okay, basically I'm gonna go do my other line off camera, fix this, and I will be right back. I have no idea how I'm gonna fix that. So we've had a little fix up. I basically just went in with the Kat Von D tattoo liner, so I've now used 3 eyeliners. I'm just going to put this in the description box below because it went along the eye so much smoother and it didn't drag, which is what was making it crooked before. And then the little mascara dot, I just let it dry and then scratched it off with a spoolie. So we're all good, we're all fixed. So I've just been staring at the palette wondering what to do on the lower lash line. There's not a matte blue in the palette, but I am going to go ahead and use a shimmer. Am I? Oh, I don't know now. I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Parade, which is like a tealy kind of green. And then I'll take Truth, which is a dark purple. And then right in the inner corner, I'm going to take Heart, which is like the pinky colour right here. So Parade, Truth and Heart, going from this way, this way, this way. Yeah, okay, so we start off by taking Parade on a flat shader brush and then popping it on the outer corner of the lower lash line, not under the wing though. Okay, so I'm just going to pack this underneath the lower lashes on the outer third of the eye. Then, can you handle the truth? I'm going to go in with this dark purpley shade right here and pop that in the middle of the lower lash line. I'm just going to flip the brush around and then tap over the middle of both of them with the shade Parade, and it's going to create like a bluey kind of colour in the middle. I've decided to change my mind on what colour to pop on the inner corner. I'm going to pop #LoveWins right here in the inner section to meet up with the red. Looking at my eye, I feel like it looks weird that we've left that space open, so I'm going to quickly go back in with that Parade shade and just line underneath the wing. Yeah, that looks better. It doesn't look so gappy. So that's it for the eyeshadows for the moment. I'm gonna go super crazy on the waterline. I have 5 fun colour liners. Got an orange, a yellow, green, blue and a purple. I'm gonna put the red right on the inner corner, yellow here, and just see what happens. I don't know if I'm going to fit them all, but we're going to give it a go. I'm just going to start with the orange. This one is from MUA. I'm going to pop that right on the inner corner of the waterline. Then I'm going to take a yellow. This is the NYX Off Tropic Pro Liner in the shade Pineapple Punch. So I'm going to pop that next to the orange. Then taking the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliner in the shade Gotcha. Then this one's from MUA. It's the Intense Colour Eyeliner Pencil in the shade Royal Blue. And then finally, right in the outer corner, I'm going to take my Rimmel liner in the shade Purple Craze. Oh, I really like the waterline vibe. I might do that with like a plain eye look soon. Now I'm going to curl my lashes for some nice lift. And then for mascara, I'm going to pop on the L'Oreal Unlimited Mascara. Moving on to lashes, I'm going to pop on the Morphe Temptation lashes. I've already used them and I love them. They are incredibly dramatic, and yeah, I'm going to pop these on and I will be right back. Okay, lashes are now on. I feel like I look absolutely crazy. The only thing I will say is I'm getting really annoyed with the green right at the outer corner because it's like picking up any moisture left down and it's going a bit darker. I really should have set that section, but I didn't think it would make a difference. But hopefully once I've done the rest of my makeup, it will kind of blend in and look fine. So moving on to the face, I'm going to start by priming with a bougie primer. This is the YSL Du Chocolat Blur Primer, which is super beautiful. It's like a silicone primer that has little gold particles in it. I'm just going to massage this all over the skin. For foundation, I'm going to take the Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Foundation. This is in the shade Warm Sun because I am tan. Yesterday I filmed a tutorial and I used the Urban Decay foundation in the shade 3 and I didn't realise I was actually tanned and it was such a stark difference, so I decided to go for a more tanned foundation. I do absolutely love this foundation, so I'm going to pop that on with a damp beauty blender. Please don't judge my beauty blender. I have tried to clean it and it keeps getting stained. Okay, so I'm just going to bounce that all over the skin. Next I'm going to cream contour and I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Mink Stick to Flawless Foundation Stick. What's left of it anyway. I like to contour under my jaw because it makes it look more structured, and I do have a little bit of a double chin. Down my nose. Then to blend it in, I'm going to take my Smashbox Cream Cheek Brush. Then for concealer, I'm going to take my Winky Lux Full Coverage Under Eye Concealer in the shade Light on a little fluffy brush and apply it in my usual areas, so chin, under the eyes, forehead and down my nose. Then I'm going to blend it in using a damp beauty blender. I'm going all out today, people. Next I'm going to put on a cream blush. This is the Smashbox Blendable Lip and Cheek Colour Beverly Hills Blush LA Lights, which looks like this. It's a nice pinky cream blush. And then just use my beauty blender to kind of like blend it out. The green line is really bothering me. Then cream highlight, I'm going to take the Barry M Liquid Chrome Highlighter Drops. This is in the shade Beam Me Up, and I'm just going to dot some of that on my cheekbones. Just going to use the pointy end of my beauty blender to dab that out. For highlight, I'm going to take my beloved Amrezy highlighter and pop this on top of the liquid chrome to set it. But I am going to spray the brush a little bit of setting spray just so it's a little bit damp and helps it to look even more intense. And that's straight on top of that liquid chrome. Then I'm going to set the face using this powder from Primark. This is the My Perfect Colour Mattifying Powder in the shade Ivory. I'm just going to use this to set my face. Just stamping it into the skin. I'm not going on top of that powder highlight though. Moving on to contour now, I'm going to take an oldie but a goodie. This is my very beaten up and well loved Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit in the shade light to medium, and I am going to take this one here, which I believe is called Fawn, right here to contour my cheekbones in the same place that I put that cream contour earlier. I'm going to contour using my BH Cosmetics number 3 brush. Then to bronze, I'm going to take my Technic Superfine Matte Bronzer in the shade Medium. Just bronze the outer 3 of my face. 1, 2, 3. Then for blush, I'm going to try out this teeny tiny MUA blusher in the shade Bon Bon. I don't know if they still sell this anymore. It was given to me by a friend. But yeah, I'm just going to take this blush and hopefully it looks nice. Then I'm going to set the face. I'm taking my Primark matte setting spray. I'm just going to pop on a little bit more highlight. Just above the brow, tip of the nose, above the lip, down the centre of the nose. Next I'm going to do some inner corner and brow bone highlighting, and I'm going to take this beautiful like shimmery shade right here called Liberation, which is like a white with blue, purple and pink kind of reflex in it. So I'm going to wet my brush, pop that on the inner corner like on top of the pink, like a big kind of ball, a little bit on my brow bone as well. It actually picks up a little bit more green when you put it on, but it's so pretty. I'm just blending it out with this plain teeny tiny little brush. I've just wet my brush and now I'm going to pack this in the inner corner. Now I'm going to pop some tinted brow gel through my brows. It's the Maybelline Brow Drama in the shade Medium Brown. Then I'm just going to line my lips using MAC Strip Down Lip Liner. Then for lips, I've chosen the Kylie Liquid Lipstick in the shade Expose, which is one of my favourite nudes ever. And this is the finished makeup look. I really hope that you like it and you're not super bored of like rainbow makeup looks, because I'm not. I love them. I love seeing rainbow and big colourful eye makeup looks. They're like my favourite. So I really like the way this turned out, apart from, we have a catch this time, apart from the dark green like going a bit weird on the outer corner. I wish I had set a little bit of translucent powder down to like help blend it and so it didn't go all patchy, but I feel like it looks okay. We'll see when we take the pictures. But yeah, I hope you enjoy watching this video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Check me out on Instagram. My handle is shivonmakeupbiz, and please do kind of scratch myself in the face doing the weird hand motion. But yeah, I shall see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. Just that way so we what the fuck am I saying? Oh god. Why? I feel like my mouth is hungry for sellotape today. Really? It's already up, so you'll go check out. Ow! Just gonna use the pointy point. Moving on to contour now. Then to bronze, I'm gonna put my hair over my face. So hard. Oh, didn't hit myself in the eye. Okay, next. Oh my god. It actually picks up a little bit. Now I'm just gonna pop some tint. Now I'm just gonna put. Hi guys, and welcome back to my. That's a weird wave.